let's take a look at a masterclass in political survival. Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu seems to have cracked this code. He is known what works best for staying close to Donald Trump without ever landing in his bad books. And what's the technique? Unfiltered, unabashed, and strategic flattery. Listen to this.
During my recent visit to Washington, I said that Donald Trump is the greatest friend that Israel has ever had in the White House. And President Trump shows that friendship each and every day. He has shown it through his visionary plan for Gaza. This is a plan which Israel fully supports. He's shown it by sending us all the munitions that were being held up. This way, he's giving Israel the tools we need to finish the job against Iran's terror axis.
And there you heard him. Netanyahu didn't say Trump was one of the greatest friends. He called him the greatest friend Israel ever had. This isn't just about gratitude. Calling Trump the greatest ally is about reinforcing the belief that he has alone done more for Israel than any other U.S. president. He is also crediting the American leader for Israel's thriving war efforts. Without Trump, Israel wouldn't have what it needs to fight Iran's proxies. When Netanyahu became the first foreign leader to meet Trump after his return to the White House, the same flattery played out.
I'm honored that you invited me to be the first foreign leader to visit the White House in your second term. This is a testament to your friendship and support for the Jewish state and the Jewish people. I've said this before, I'll say it again. You are the greatest friend Israel has ever had in the White House. And that's why the people of Israel have such enormous respect for you.
Back in 2016, he congratulated him on winning the presidential elections. Back then, Trump was a true friend.
President-elect Trump, my friend, congratulations on being elected President of the United States of America. You are a great friend of Israel. Over the years, you've expressed your support consistently, and I deeply appreciate it. I look forward to working with you to advance security, prosperity, and peace.
So, from being a true friend to now the greatest friend, Netanyahu's compliment escalated for the better. From lauding his bold vision for Gaza to resettling him, Trump likes validation, and Netanyahu knows it. So the strategy is say yes and avoid the wrath. This is something that Europe is struggling with. It is this playbook that they still have not mastered. While European leaders argue with Trump, Israel knows what will give them American backing. Recent transatlantic ties have seen a dramatic shift, with the distance between the U.S. administration and its European allies growing wider. Just a few days ago, the United States refused to vote against a UN resolution condemning Russia's invasion of Ukraine. It was a major policy shift that left both the U.S. and Europe at loggerheads. While countries like the UK, Germany, France wanted to hold Russia accountable, the U.S. refused to support a UN resolution blaming Russia for the Ukraine war. Even when top US and Russian officials met in Saudi Arabia to work on a peace deal, Europe and Ukraine were completely sidelined. These are examples of frayed relations between the US and Europe. So the alliance is cracking, and the cracks are gradually surfacing. Trump has threatened to impose a 25% tariff on EU goods. NATO is also on thin ice, given Trump's repeated criticism over funding disputes. And the latest in this horror show was the brutal meeting between Trump and Ukrainian President Zelensky. While Trump splits with Europe, Netanyahu is sticking to the golden rule with the American leader. Because in Trump's world, you don't win by pushing back.
Merci beaucoup. Hi. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Namaste, Mr. President.
Bharat Kelogon, Komeri Namaste.
How many people generally follow you in interviews?
Typically, in a month, we have viewers up to 150 million. That's more than twice the population of France. And in the last 2 years, we had 3 billion viewers. So I say, Lohon, this is your chance to be famous. You're on Firstpost. One word to describe your equation with Prime Minister Modi.
Amitié.
As India and France work together, are you creating a new era of non-alignment in the technology space?
India is a training superpower. 1 million engineers a year, more than all of Europe and the US combined. So we have that partnership. We have a partnership on the environment and the economy. We also have civilian nuclear programs, and that is something we've developed far beyond the France-India relationship. So we want to work together on AI.
And then comes China with its DeepSeek, creating models at a fraction of the cost. Did that innovation take you by surprise? Did that breakthrough make you sit up and think, what did the Chinese do and how?
But what did DeepSeek do? They took everything that was already available from the last AI model, and then they recalibrated it.
So are you going to ban Chinese AI in France?
So we don't have this American approach of banning tech because of where it comes from.